these messages. We'll be right back. Yeah. So, the way you feel is the most important thing. And sometimes you feel good, and sometimes you don't feel good. And it's all valuable information. If we would begin to look at our emotions as information being provided to us from the map that our higher self is constantly able to view, we will benefit ourselves greatly in that. See, our higher self has the world map, so to speak, of our life and its experiences. And so when we allow ourselves to understand that our higher self is always in tune with us, when we have our feelings, we could allow ourselves to feel them and gather the information that they're guiding to us. Some mornings you wake up and you feel great, and some mornings you wake up and you don't feel so great. And both are valuable information. So what we want to do is process the information. What is this information showing me? So how did you wake up feeling today? And what can you discern from it? Generally speaking, when your feelings are in a higher vibrational state, this is letting you know that you're more in alignment with what the higher self sees to be most beneficial for you on your path of life. And so many of us are searching for what is our purpose? What is our path? And reality is, on this planet, you can choose whatever you like and you'll never get it wrong. Now that's a big deal to think about, because you say to yourself, I've chosen so many things in the past and they sure feel wrong to me. Okay, but would you know that they felt wrong had you not chosen them? See, when you chose those things, they felt right, at least for the time being. So you can choose differently now based off of the fact that you chose that before and you realized it didn't feel good. So then, does that help you to see the value in the choices of the past? So let's say you woke up feeling great and you realize you've made some empowering choices because you feel great. Likewise, the information is here telling you, like, you are choosing a path that's in alignment with your higher self and what it sees for the roadmap for your life, which you are totally inclusive in the designing of. So you have this safeguard in place. Emotions feel like a place where you're not safe. I hear so many of us choose to separate ourselves from situations that bring us into deep emotion. However, the emotion is very important. So let's say you've been having some very deep emotions about an experience that has already transpired in your life experience. Okay, so it's already happened. You keep having deep emotions about them. Whether it's light or dark emotions, light or heavy emotions, good or bad emotions, happy or sad emotions, the emotional responses you're having to remembering that event are telling you whether remembering that event is assisting you in moving forward towards where you want to be in accordance with your own soul purpose, your own higher self's guidance, who and what you truly are, or if you're moving against it. So your emotions are very important, and they change. They're like the wind outside and the clouds that ride the wind. They come in for a moment and then they go. What will you choose to allow yourself to see and know from them? It's important. You have all the guidance that you need internally. You love the confirmation externally. It's so fun to get confirmation of what you've learned. That's always going to be fun, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you feel like you need guidance, and this is coming because you're having a difficult time processing and understanding what your own emotions are telling you, okay? And so what what we are happy to do here is share the awareness that we've received of our emotions and how they assist us through any situation. So whatever information comes through our cards today is going to come into play in the perfect way to talk about whatever emotional shift is happening within. I see already that there is a major emotional shift happening here. Are you waking up where you were waking up feeling better and now you've been feeling a little bit sad or waking up? Or are you waking up feeling better than you've ever felt these days? Either way, this information will be beneficial for you today, should you choose to receive it with that open mind and that desire to understand yourself even better. You know, it's so easy for us to choose an external point of focus and learn more about it. I want to learn all about you. You delight me. I want to learn all about that. It delights me. When the most beneficial thing that would delight you would be to learn more about you personally. And so can you choose yourself today and decide that, you know, you, self, me, hi, I think you're amazing. And I want to learn more about you today. I want to know you in a more intimate way today. What can I discern and learn about you today? You're my closest friend, my constant companion. What can I learn and discover about you today? Perfect. Okay. So there's this idea that, you know, as we choose to look into ourselves, we'll find a lot more, I hear, gratification from awareness of who we are and how we are and what delights us and why it delights us. And I even heard, and why we keep choosing things that don't delight us. And what's the purpose in that? Because sometimes we're in that phase. First off, we want you to say and know that no matter what you've chosen as your phase and your point of focus and your vibe for today, that it's okay. It can serve you. Whether you've chosen to dip low or rise high, it will serve you today when you understand that your emotions are a guidance system. So when you've chosen a point of focus and you've chosen to observe something about yourself, your life, or your experience that takes you low, and if this is something that is not in harmony with your spirit, it's going to take you low. If it's not in harmony with your true soul calling, with your calling from your higher self, it's going to take you lower. It'll do this every time. This is beneficial for you. And I hear somebody says, but it doesn't feel beneficial. That's because sometimes there's a lack of awareness of what to do with it. And so we want to create more awareness of what to do with that emotion when it feels like that. Is what is there here for me to learn now? Yes, ask that question. Ask it out loud. Ask it internally in your spirit. Because when you ask this question, you invite the universe to show you what's the reason for the season that you're in. If you're looking at something or someone and you feel intense love and passion and excitement and delight, then it's a great time to ask that same question. Why do I delight in this so much? What are the things that make me feel such a high vibration when I look at this? Okay. All of these are keys to knowing the self better. Today we are working with the Good Tarot. And we've been talking to you for about 9 minutes now. We set an intention that we wanted to do more channeled speaking. We haven't done it since we've been on the open mic. And so we love the message that's come through here so far. And even from this, I heard you've gathered something. So now let's use my favorite tools, which are the cards. We're going to start with the Good Tarot, and I pulled the Kuan Yin Oracle. Before we go into these cards that are all face down on the table, I have not looked at any of them. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Earth. And right now it's giving me self-study. The Page of Earth wants to understand things in the physical world. So this is about understanding your physical human experience. Beautiful. What a great starting point with the cards. Now the Kuan Yin Oracle says the Dance Unveiling, and it's card number 36. I love that we have 36 because it's 369. Some of you have been studying Nikola Tesla and the magic of the numbers 3, 6, and 9. The dance unveiling. She has many hands, and the many hands are able to do many things. I hear you have many talents, many skills, many abilities. And you're gorgeous. Your energy is absolutely gorgeous. You're willing to discern and learn more about yourself through the dance that life is. Okay, the dance that life is. Life is a dance. And just like in a literal dance, sometimes if you're not dancing with the partner that's in alignment with you, you'll get your toes stepped on. If you're dancing with somebody who doesn't know how to do the dance and you know how to do, you'll get your toes stepped on, or you might get tripped up. If you're trying to do a dance that you haven't yet mastered, you can step on somebody else's toes or trip them up, or yourself. And how does that benefit us to know that in life? If the co-creative component that you've invited into your experience seems to step on your toes, seems to trip you up, I guess a good question when you apply it to dancing is this person learning the new dance? Am I learning this new dance? Am I learning how to move in rhythm with this, or is this just not my rhythm? There are certain dances that are just not your rhythm, and that's okay. If you weren't busy dancing with somebody who's dancing to a different beat, to a different rhythm, to a different tune that you're not into, then go find somebody to dance with that is into the rhythm and the tune that you enjoy, leaving the space open for them to dance with one who enjoys the tune and the rhythm and the beat that they're in. We're not all in the same tune, beat, and rhythm, yet all the sounds to the universe make a melodious tone. They're all necessary for one reason or another. Your thing that you're looking to do is find your groove. Find your groove and sustain it. And this doesn't mean that the emotions will stop. Even when you find your groove and you sustain it, emotions will still arise. But if you're in your groove and you're sustaining it, you'll know how to dance with it. You'll know how to step with it, how to move in tune with the energy that's coming up, with the feelings that you're feeling, and how to use them for your advantage. How to use them for your advantage, to use the forces of emotions to help you move towards where you're choosing to be. So let's read about this unveiling dance, the dance unveiling. There's a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. Just like sands shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. Often what we think we know is only a small part of the bigger picture. With some more information, what we think is the truth can shift, sometimes dramatically, and reveal a completely different reality. Sometimes we really imagine a situation, person, or place to be all that we think or feel that it is, only to find that it is not quite that way after all, after some time and involvement has passed. There is an important situation in your life right now that is still unfolding, and you have yet to perceive it fully. It is safe for you to be patient and curious and trust what you feel is unfolding now. Don't rush to set things into motion, to form a structure, or even to make things concrete until you have had your chance to be clear about this situation or process. There will be a time in the near future when you will realize that the graceful cosmic dance of Kuan Yin has unfolded and a veil has been lifted. At that time, you will realize that you are seeing much more clearly and accurately than you have previously been able to do. Only then will an appropriate course of action or non-action be clear to you. Trying to apply effort or create results before that time will not cause the unveiling dance to unfold more quickly. Be patient and trust, beloved. Kuan Yin's dance of divine grace will touch this part of your life and bring you clarity. Go into your heart and listen for the music of her dance. This oracle is also confirmation that something you have recently perceived or will soon perceive is accurate. This perception may have been something of a surprise, shock, or stretch for you, and perhaps you are not quite comfortable with its implications as yet, and so you are doubting the veracity of your vision. Be patient and allow yourself to get used to the new truths that are revealing themselves to you now. The dance of Kuan Yin's grace brings not only revelation, but also opportunity and resolution. So right now is a great time for us to visualize a heavy curtain in front of us, knowing that there is more to be revealed, and see that curtain being parted and lifted up to the corners and out of the way, and soon the picture is revealed as this happens. And the further the curtain is lifted and risen away from your obstacle point of view, the fuller the picture becomes. So, in your past position, you have the 10 of Earth, surrounded by family, feeling whole and complete. Life at a 10. Receiving experiences where you're in a high vibration, and therefore everything that shows up feels like fulfillment and satisfaction. How have you been there recently? Was it through meditation? Was it through your crafts and arts? Was it just this feeling of, I actually have everything that I need? And I always have. Was there that recognition that your needs have been met all along the way? Were you sitting in a state of worry and then came into the quick realization that, hold on, what am I worrying about? I've always had all of my needs met. Did you have to get down to the basics to recognize that even your body does the functions that it's meant to do, and if it's left unobstructed, there's so much more of that to view in you. There was this energy of wholeness in your past. And in your experience, what you observed was somebody else's pain. You saw somebody in heartbreak, sadness, and pain. You were in your position of wholeness. There was some external person or situation that was sad. Did you hear about a news experience, something that's really happening in your world? And that was such a sad experience. That was so tragic. Did you learn of somebody's heartbreak, somebody's disappointment, somebody's dissatisfaction? You viewed it from your place of wholeness, and this has served you and them well. You viewed it from a place of wholeness, knowing that even in this uncomfortable, painful, we're going to acknowledge their pain, painful place, there's so much being revealed to you. There's so much benefit here for you. There's so much available to you. I hear, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yeah. So what had happened at that time for you was you saw somebody in a light that you had never seen them before. They showed you a different side of their self. You had a different perspective. You, by observing them in their sadness, yet seeing how their sadness and their pain helped reveal to them some truth and clarity for themselves and see where they wanted to go, this could have helped you appreciate something that you felt in the past did the same to you. It held you up. It was taking too long. There was something in your own experience that you got clarity of as you looked at this person in their experience, and you could clearly see what's happening in their experience, you were able to better discern about your own experience. Isn't it beautiful the way that the different ones show up in our experience to help us process our own? Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, in their experience recently, they had to start fresh and brand new after having that heartbreak. Yeah. And you decided to watch as this person changed. You saw this person go from hurt, pains, energy into a stable, I'm starting fresh. I've got my own legs. I've got my own legs I can stand on. I heard I may be having some challenges to overcome, but I know I can do it. You watched someone stand up. Maybe you thought you knew all you could know at one point, but you watched somebody take a stand from a place of pain. Some of you just, as I talk about the other side of the table, this is your observation of your own self through your own history. Are you the one who is taking a reflective position on how your pain has brought you more power, more steadiness, more stability? As you've learned, oh, I did that then, and I did not like how that felt. So I'm going to choose differently now. You're choosing choices from stability, or is this that other person that you're observing closely? Well, right now, it's feeling like, OMG, that is so inspiring. You're looking at this person and you're feeling inspired as you're watching them having taken this stance for their stability, as you're watching them having get into their own energy and stabilizing that from a place of knowing, from a place of growing. Yeah. And you're watching as this person is now celebrating new results. They're celebrating different results in their experience. It's inspiring you. You thought you had it all, and in your observation of somebody who's been through some pain and come out of it, finding their power, it's inspired you to do something. It's lit this fire in you. Now you've got a passion for something, and it looks like that what you have a passion for is showing up, and it's going to show up in this experience with transformation. Some of you will have a Scorpio person coming into your experience. It's going to push you beyond where you've been before. You will push yourself beyond where you've been before in the attracting of this experience that you're having. I heard somewhere where you've observed through this experience with this other, where you have limited yourself and put a cap on what you could do or where you could go. It's inspiring you to say, well, maybe that's not so. Maybe that's not necessarily so. Maybe there's more room for growth. And now I'm seeing this transformation card like the snake that sheds its skin in order to allow for its new body size. So your energy is becoming larger. The old shell cannot contain you. The way you were is just not adequate housing for the way you're becoming. You're going to have a strong external confirmation of that, and that's going to show up in this Two of Air. I see a person in your experience who's going to connect with you spiritually. They're going to connect with you. This is happening in an experience where somebody says, I don't know why I came here today. It's just intuitively, I felt like I needed to come here today. And you're like, OMG, I do that, or I did that, or this is exactly the confirmation I need. That's why I'm here too. My spirit just said it's time to go. Go there. And I went too. This person is going to be making a decision very soon. And this is a decision that's going to have an effect upon your perspective, upon you. See, you're simultaneously autonomous yet connected to all there is in your experience. It is your world. It does revolve around you. One of the biggest hoaxes they played on us is you're not the center of the universe. Yes, actually, we would say you are the center of your universe. You might not be the center of their universe, as you are not to be the center of their universe. You are to be the center of your universe. This is why the suggestion comes through today of making yourself that person of interest to get to know better. Somebody's decision is going to change. Some of you, as this person makes a decision, you'll see a parting of roads. Others of you, as this person makes this decision, you're going to see it grow from what looked like it just wasn't going to do that. So let's see where this is taking us. The 8 of Earth. You're going to be putting in dedicated effort to build off of the change that's happening. You're going into a new cycle, a more productive cycle. You now know better what to do with these big life changes. You know what to do with these emotional responses. You understand that the things that are changing for your benefit, that there's a purpose and a rhyme and a reason for all of it, okay? And the High Priestess here, interesting, as you put dedicated effort here, I see that this person is going to be noticing the change in you now. So it's interesting because I see a mirroring experience here where you watch them change, it spurs you to change. And then they watch you change and it spurs them to change. And I see this, it's not a race, but it's a walking together where one momentarily falls ahead while the other one falls behind, and then vice versa. And it's kind of doing like this. Either way, you're moving ahead. You know what I'm saying? And you're not specifically side by side with one another. Each of you is moving ahead a little bit more than the other. It's like you come to where the other is, you pass the other. You come to where the other is, you pass the other. And it's going back and forth. And you're kind of taking turns doing that is what I'm seeing. Yeah. All right. So that's what I see in happening spiritually. Now, I'm being guided to talk about what I'm seeing happening in the physical experience, bring it a little bit more down to earth, bring it a little bit more down to how this stuff actually could be unfolding for some of you. So I see somebody here, you closed out a karmic cycle, and when you closed out that cycle, you changed and you became different, and somebody else took away some pain from that. It could have broke their heart as you changed because they were not part of the new step for you. I see that you had a different perspective of this one, and that left this one independent. You're no longer interacting with that one. But it's awesome because while you're now finding something new to transform your energy, that person has started some new things, and they're going to have a decision that they're going to be making. They're starting to have some realizations about why the separation had to happen. And that's going to give them some big epiphanies, big awareness coming in for them. And I see that, for you will have gotten over it. And I see you going into an entirely new cycle. So they want to talk about this as far as a relationship between you and another. So we're just going to use the Modern Witch Tarot now. And we'll go over the good tarot and see what we have. Yeah, because Kuan Yin was talking about the dance unfolding. Remember, things are shifting. Don't concrete anything. So if this is about a romantic or other relationship, any type of love relationship that you have, now's not the time to bind yourself to contracts or agreements or positions or roles. Now's the time to allow the energy to be in flow and in motion. In last night's download, we talked about, or last night's Tarot in the Shadow session, we talked a little bit about trying to build on unsettled ground. We would like the ground to be settled before we build on it so that our building can stay stable. If you build on unsteady ground, you end up with cracks in the foundation. And then once you get cracks in the foundation, that's a big deal. It's dangerous, and the entire building could come crashing down with an entire tower moment. So in this reading, there is guidance that now is not the time for you to the only thing, thank you. They want me to focus on what it is the time for, not what it's not the time for. The only thing you should be stabilizing commitments, connections, and contracts with is yourself at this exact point in time if you're feeling this reading. Because upon that stable foundation, I hear you're now able to build a structure that can be solid. Okay. Just like a building has parts that are the building. Okay. You've got your framing, you've got your walls and your windows and such. And then there's items inside. You've got furniture, you've got toilet paper, you've got paper towels. So even in that, you see that there is some items that will be more permanently fixed in your experience and other items that are for temporary use and they've got to go. So there's something here coming through in relationship about seeing, what's the reason in the season. Okay. And I hear, and to discern that, you've kind of got to enjoy whatever reason and season it is for the moment, knowing that it's all coming with purpose and navigating what your experiences are guiding through you. So you're having this experience with this person and something that they say or do, it could be bothersome, triggering to you. What is that showing you? What is that showing you? There's a reason for it, okay? So I'm just being guided to pull all the cards before we look at all of them. So you're having this experience with this person, and I heard, is it shocking? It could be shocking. Wow, I never knew that about you. Whoa, I'm mind blown right now. Like, I can't even see you the same way no more because of what you've revealed to me. Okay. This person has revealed something to you about their pain. I see a person, I'm picking up on somebody's experience, and this person revealed to you about a great pain that they carried from their past. Somebody had an experience that was deeply hurtful. They've kept that to themselves for so long. I hear they're finally revealing that to you. There was some form of abuse that they've carried with them, and they've kept it secret. They've never given voice to it. With you, they found a safe space because you seem like you would just accept them anyway. So they reveal this pain to you. They reveal this hurt that they've been carrying their whole life. Yes. Shout out to Janine, Malibu, Royal Sag, Trahib in the house. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands, confirming that this is a person in your experience who's showing up. Yeah, this is somebody new who's showing up. So with you in the past, with that 10 of Earth, you had the 5 of Swords. Yeah. So the 10 of Earth, listen, you had a whole energy. This person presented in your life, and you could see the conflict. You could see where they were self-sabotaging themselves. You could see where they were self-sabotaging themselves. And that's why they had this painful experience in their self. And what it was they were not willing to change. With the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, they were not willing to let something go to get something better. And that's why they were self-sabotaged. They were doing the same thing over and over and over again. Is it Einstein's definition of insanity? Expecting different results? You saw that. You saw that from your position of wholeness, and because you've done it before. 555 right now in my life, I'm seeing 555. So the changes are beneficial for you at this time. Any major life changes in your life, they're serving you a benefit. You could be conflicted about the life changes as the old contracts die and different things come in and out of your life. A lot leaves your life to create the space for the new energy coming in. Try to accept it as this is making space for what is now in alignment with me that was not in alignment with me when I got in that situation. I hear that. Yes, but there's somebody here who was very imbalanced. I see they were very imbalanced. Their energy was here or there. Or were they bipolar? Is somebody here in your experience dealing with manic depression or bipolar or multiple personality disorders even? I'm hearing some sort of mental dysfunction. The mental dysfunction I hear is a result of knowing what one should do and continually bumping up against it, railing up against it. It causes one to doubt the voice of the guidance of the higher self, as we call our intuition, our spirit guides, the universe speaking. The revealing voice, the more that we bump up against it, rail against it, deny what it's showing us, and turn in opposition to it, the more it creates this self-sabotaging cross-current energy within us. Okay. So Even when you had to let go of some things, it wasn't easy. I see that, but when you did that, as you did that, you come into more wholeness within yourself, within your own experience. And I see that you started to understand, like, the time was just done. The time with that was just done. Somebody didn't change. Somebody had the truth in front of them that hurt, and they were having a hard time making change in their physical life. Yes, I see that this person could have decided that they were going to do something different, but taking the physical action to match that didn't necessarily pan out the way you saw that would be most beneficial for them. So this created some disconnect inside of yourself. Okay. And then you have this realization, like, oh, you did it, you started, the information comes to you, has recently come to you, where you see, oh, they actually did it. That beneficial change that you knew they needed to make, you watched as they took the opportunity, the golden opportunity, to change that experience that was holding them up. And that gave you a different perspective. Some of you were recently desperately looking for alignment with a decision. I heard you got that alignment with the decision, and the answer was yes, and you went for it, and you're feeling fantastic right now. Now, but as this other person, we're going back to this main experience that we're talking about. This other person, yeah, they did. They chose this new beginning for themselves. They finally let go of that thing that they were juggling. They're good. They're getting Ace of Pentacles both in this deck, which is showing me their energy, and this deck, which is showing me the experience. Yes, both Ace of Pentacles. So you seeing that they're choosing the new energy, the new path, and this is like, oh wow, they actually did it. And here we have the Page of Earth at the bottom of the deck, which was at our main deck. I love using multiple decks and how the decks confirm one another. It was the same energy at the main deck of our experience. And it came through screaming about learning about the self. So now this person is taking this opportunity to undergo this self-study. You're seeing this person. I'm hearing it delights you. It excites you to watch this person, as they choose to stop sabotaging themselves. Were you the one who pointed out a point where you saw self-sabotage occurring in someone, and you created awareness for them that helped them to shift and release something that they've been carrying for so long? And now they're beginning to know their self differently. Now they have a new level of awareness. Okay, so they're doing this self-study. You've seen this recently. Yeah, and you've seen that they've taken the fresh start and they're choosing the new path. So now where does the energy sit? Well, you sit in inspiration. And as you sit in inspiration, inspired by new things, this person, they could be triggered by you. Are you spending time doing, you're triggering either one thing. You're triggering their fear. You're either triggering their fear or you're triggering their desire. Because the devil speaks to me about both of those energies in the intensity. There's an intense desire. Either this person is desiring you so strongly, or this person is being triggered into fear by you so strongly. And sometimes, many times, it's both at the same time. They want you, but they're afraid of you. Yeah. Because the Modern Witch Tarot is showing me their perspective. And as on your side of the table with the Devil card there's an intense desire. This person could be on a sexual or intimate level wondering, I wonder if I'd have a great time, if we went for one round, or two or three. They could be wondering that. But there's definitely also somebody who is like, well, dang, I don't want to become dependent upon this person to always be my guide and my teacher, or to be the inspiration for me. You're inspired as this person is revealing something about their fear, their passion, or their trigger to you, because it's creating another level of awareness in you. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. And their side, the Four of Fire and the Empress. Yeah. So they're seeing you as Empress energy in their life Four of Fire, that's why they're being triggered, and that's why their fears come up, because you give a loving, mothering, and nurturing energy that helps inspire them to move forward. You're feeling inspired as you're watching their growth and their evolution and their progress, but they're looking at you like that. They could even be saying, that's my person, that's my wife, that's my wife. The Empress is a wife. This is a mother. Oh my God, you're like the mother I never had. Oh my God, that's my wife. OMG, you're so loving and so nurturing. You make me feel loved and accepted and appreciated. I heard this is in this safe space. I'm here with the Four of Fire and the Empress. I feel like this person feels a safe space to express themselves with you. I heard, and under that, they flourish, they blossom, they unfold. And just like a flower doesn't unfold, most flowers don't unfold overnight. Marigold or morning glories do. They unfold every night, as a matter of fact. So there we have it. Awareness. The unfolding happens at different times, different frequency. Yeah. Some flowers only blossom every so many months. I've heard of flowers that will only blossom once in so many years. And then you have the morning glory that blossoms every single morning in the wee hours of the morning. Every day it blossoms. But there's a blossoming unfolding here, and it's very significant. It's significant for this person's path forward. You're providing inspiring words and insights. You do something. Did you introduce a new modality, a new technique, or a new activity to somebody that they just happen to find out they love it? Like, let's go learn how to shoot pool today. I'm going to teach you how to play pool. I never played pool in my life. Well, come on. Well, it turns out they like it. They might even be a natural good at it, you know? What was that? I've always thought painting would be fun, but I've never painted. Well, come on, let's paint. I got some stuff to paint. Come on. And so here you are painting with this person. Oh my God, they love it. But I'm not an artist. I don't know how to do it. Girl, just pick a color and put the paintbrush down. It's going to do what it do and see what comes to you. There are no mistakes in painting. What is this that you're doing? Did you show somebody how delightful that meditation can be? I see somebody did. Somebody, you brought a person to your hot yoga session. You invited them to the gym with you. You invited somebody on a walk. You took somebody to your favorite nature walk. What was this? It was something that was very inspired by you and inspiring to the others. And when you're doing it, it inspires you for more. And this kind of triggered the person a little bit. I don't know if I can do that. I'm kind of scared to try it. And then I heard, and then they realized, like, oh my God, I'm really developing feelings. I'm really developing feelings for this one. And a little bit of fear sets in them. For some, yeah. So the next thing that's going to happen, now we're going into predictive energy. The next thing, probabilities, most likely probabilities that the universe sees in you is a transformation with the Queen of Swords. Is it that this person is going to tell you what they've seen and how they feel? And so it's going to help you realize, like, I heard somebody here, you could be pulling back a little bit. Somebody here, they're going to tell you something, and it's going to change the nature of your relationship with this person. As they've had some discernment, the nature of your relationship with this person could be changing. Is it a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius? Because she is our first court card. She's a queen. She is the Queen of Swords. She could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius for somebody here who is going to change your life. Is it that you triggered them so much that they're going to exercise limitations and boundaries? Please don't do that no more. I don't ever want to do that again. I don't like it. And you're like, okay, well, I guess that's over. I'm not taking you to hot yoga no more. Okay, we won't do that no more. That's fine. This person could, I see for someone that this person is having a revelation while you're doing this new inspired activity in this different way than you've done it before, because now you have this other here with you, and something that they say creates this huge epiphany in you, and you'll never see something the way it was before. You'll never see it the way it was before. this person is telling you, I see somebody where this person is telling you, what you have shared with me at that time when I was going through that pain and that hurt really changed my life. And now it makes you more expansive and more willing to share what you know. Were you doubting the things that you have to say to people because they don't want to hear what I got to say? It's just going to piss them off anyway. Just let them do what they want to do. But this time you said it, and now this person actually made changes, and now they're coming back to you and they're telling you, like, what you said completely changed my life. You got to make sure, like, you should write a book, or you should talk about this, or you should just keep on doing what you're doing because you really helped me and you changed my life. Anywhere where that's happening for you in the near future is going to help you shed some sort of, it's like you are the one who's on the stage and the are being lifted and revealed, and you're going to be put on center stage. Especially with this Queen of Swords, some of you will sit in the chair on the stage and you will speak, and you will speak words that will change people's life. As you've gotten the confirmation now that something you've said has really helped somebody through their time of depression, of sadness, of loss, of hurt, of anger, of disappointment. It's going to remove this blockage that you had about your confidence to say it. You don't know why you wanted to say it then, but you're starting to discern that you need to say it when it comes up because there is a purpose, there is a reason, and it is beneficial. And it's not just beneficial to them because it's like you begin to discern where as you speak it to them, it's beneficial to you. Sometimes it's beneficial to you because you're hearing what you needed to learn too. Sometimes it's beneficial to you because you're getting confirmation of what you already knew. Either way, this is beneficial for you. In this person's experience, they're going to be making a decision, about love. About love. This person is going to have a realization that they love you. They love you. Or are they telling you that they love you and they are making a decision about it? Yeah, this is going to change. So for some of you, there's this person who's begun to already see you as, you're my person, I love you. They're going to express that. They will express that. And when they express that to you, this is going to change the nature of your relationship. Yeah. I see somebody here who you have triggered who is going to move on and they're going to find love somewhere else. And this just reminds me, it's like, I like to dance reggaeton, baby. And you want to dance to ballroom music. I don't dance to ballroom music. I don't know that dance. Well, since you're dancing ballroom and I'm dancing reggaeton, how about you go over there where they do ballroom dancing? I'll hit up the back door where we do reggaeton, and we'll both be happy dancing with somebody that dances the way we dance. For some of you, this person in your life is separating from you, and they're going to go find somebody that can dance with them. You know what I'm saying? For some, I just heard this. You were dating somebody who was polyamorous and you're monogamous, or vice versa. Most likely the way I said it, though. And then you're going to separate from them and they're going to go find their polyamorous, triple, couple, quadruple, whatever the fuck, how many partners they want. And that's okay because that's what they want. Or maybe they'll find monogamy with somebody else. Either way, they weren't your person at the time. They might have loved you, but there was a realization with that one that had to separate. But let's go back to our main experience. Somebody here is going to be confessing. They're going to be confessing love to you. They're going to confess to you, I didn't want to acknowledge it. I didn't want to see it. I'm so embarrassed to tell you. I'm so embarrassed to tell you that I didn't want to see it, but I really fucking love you. I really love you more than I thought I was going to. I heard the love has grown. I hear the love has grown. And this is a changing point in your relationship. Some of you saw this coming from way back when you attracted this situation with this person because you were in an energy of wholeness. Your intuition was already speaking to you. Ashley, interstellar frequency. Love you guys too. Yeah, you were already seeing what was unfolding, and you watched as this person was afraid. You watched as this person went through their change. But you're like, I ain't rushing shit. I'm not pushing nothing. If what I see is meant to be, it will be. I don't have to force it. I just need to be in tune with how I feel and allow the situation to unfold. So now, what will it be with the Eight of Earth and the Judgment? And it did come in reverse. And I'm asking, why is Judgment in the reverse? And they'll be saying, because you've already shown wise discernment. And this whole time you've been building this connection up. You've been building it on the solid foundation of your own connection with you, trusting your intuitive guidance system more than what the other has shown you. You're trusting your own inner guidance system that you have made wise adjustments. And there's a key word that's on another deck, and it just simply calls the Eight of Pentacles works. What you're going to find is it works. It works. It works. You're going. So is this about you realizing, like, boy, I need to open up my mouth more often and tell people what I really think, because boy, when I did it this time, oh, they responded. It worked. Look at them. Look at them. It worked. Oh my God. It says, boy, I need to go ahead and say that thing that is difficult for me to say when I hear it, when I know it, because I said it and something new transpired because I said it. It unfolded in that perfect, beautiful way because I said it. What is this that's happening in your life? What is this big awareness that you're like, oh my God, when I said that, when I did that, that was difficult, when I closed out those old cycles, when I let go of that old situation, this new experience showed up that confirmed, it ends up confirming why you've done what you've done, why your choices and decisions were perfect. Yes. On the other side of this table, this person, oh my God, yeah. They're receptive of your energy. They will be receptive of your energy. They're going to be listening to what you have to say with stability. Yes. Anywhere where they're expressing love towards you, I see this person is going to love you. And then I even hear Tiana Taylor in the background saying, and oh, you're gonna love me. You're gonna wanna hug me and kiss me. Yeah, this person, they're going to see you as their King of Pentacles, your long-term. They're going to see you as their long-term, reliable, and you're going to be like, I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. I knew you were going to love me. Since I first saw you, I knew you were going to love me because I knew I loved you. And it's like, it works. It works. And one of the things that you're learning in this experience is to give it time. Like Kuan Yin said, now's not the time to go making contract agreements with folks. Like, I promise I'm going to be here for you. Yeah, you're my person, and let's jump into making this official. No, not yet. Not yet. Not until this person comes to you. It will be time for that. So if you try to push it now, they're not yet ready. They're still waking up to who you are in their life. They're going to realize that you are their empress. They don't know that you're their empress. And that's interesting because today I decided to wear my empress necklace for the first time in a while. And I saw it very specifically. Go put on your empress necklace. Somebody here is going to be recognizing that you are their empress. They're going to come in and they're going to stabilize this connection with you. Yeah. It's interesting because this person is coming up as a huge confirmation of you. That what you have seen for yourself really does work out. But you've got to allow the process to unfold. Yeah. So you plant the seed and you know that seed is eventually going to yield to you fruit, vegetables, or flowers. You're not going to get mad when the new sprout is barely pushing through the dirt. You're not going to get mad when the first buds are forming. You're not going to get mad as it grows taller to reach the sunlight. You're not going to get mad because it's not yet delivered that fruit, that vegetable, or that flower. You allow it to blossom. There's an energy here of a slow growth that needs its time to blossom. Yes. And for so many here, this is still not about a personal relationship, even though we've done our best to know we've done all that we had seen available to us to translate it to you in regards to an interpersonal relationship. But for so many of you, I'm still hearing like this is about you seeing you in action. It's like you emotional body seeing you action body and watching it come together. It's actually really gorgeous. I love this energy. We did not pull alpha and omega messages, so I'm going to go ahead and draw some for us. And then I want to allow the tribe, those with their membership badges. I see you're live with me today. If you have a personal, please put a personal in. And today, Spirit wants to offer Ashley, if you have a personal, you can ask a yes or no or any personal question, put it in the comments. Spirit's been guiding me to pick somebody from the audience as they guide. They said the one that I pick is going to have resonance for more of you. So that's how Spirit is discerning on whose personal question from non-members I'm going to call out. So if Ashley's still here, you can put a personal question in. If you're a member with your tribe badge, you're able to put a personal question in. And then I will put a yes or no for everybody who's watching as well. So if you're here, you still are going to get a yes or no answer. So you can put yes or no in the comments to confirm that you're looking for your yes or no if you like, okay? And either way, what is the Alpha and Omega message today, please? We usually pull it first and read it last, but we wanted to start our message with a channeled message today. And so that meant our physical mind was distracted from purpose. We didn't even do any type of introductions or whatever. The information's right there on the screen if you want to know more. Yeah, we're so grateful for your presence because it's part of why we're here. You know, we're here because you're showing up. If you were not going to show up, Spirit would have us doing other things. Yes. So for the postcard from Spirit, it says, Dear Sue, there is only one you, and you have a unique path and a special purpose. You're supposed to have specific experiences in this world and meet certain people. But then it's up to you how you will live, how awake you'll choose to be, and how willing you are to grow and strip away what's false. Don't compare yourself to others. It's easy to think a person is happier just because of their outside looks good according to society standards, but you can't know anyone's internal experience. Compare yourself only to your past self. See how far you've come? Don't be distracted by what others are doing or accomplishing. Stay focused on what inspires you. That's how you get successful and find happiness. Want what you have now, not what someone else has. We love you immensely and know your journey ahead is sparkling with miracles and wondrous things. Trust, loving you forever and ever. And from our Guardian Angel Tarot, Two of Abundance. Life may be feeling a little out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. This is what I have for your download today. I'm going to go straight into our personal messages. Again, Ashley Walker, you have an opportunity to put a question in the comments if you choose. I'm going to take interstellar frequency, then I'm going to take Janine, and then if by the time I get into the yes or no, I'm not taking any more personals, I will do the yes or no for the tribe. Okay. Interstellar frequency. What should we know of business, please, and thanks? Okay, so what is the answer for interstellar frequency? What should we know about business, please, and thanks? What should we know about business, please, and thanks? Five of Wands. Focus on the competition is not beneficial for you at this time. Yes, there is a lot of competition. Stop worrying about what they're doing, worrying about what you're doing, focusing upon what you're doing and those who appreciate it. I heard it would be unbeneficial to worry about those who don't do business, those who don't want, and those in competition. It would be most beneficial for you instead to look at your own business, okay? Mind your own business and allow your focus to be on what you're doing, those who appreciate it. Oh my God, my clients freaking love me. I hear, and the more that I focus on how much my clients love me, the more clients that love me that show up. I'm so thankful and grateful for my high ticket, loyal, consistent clientele. I'm so thankful and grateful for the people that utilize the services and appreciate the services that I have to offer. Yes. So there's some sort of competition energy. This is not about competing with everybody else. The only thing you're competing with is yourself. So don't focus too much on what the others are doing. I hear for you. All right. Now for Janine. Janine would like a general message, please. What is a general message for Janine at this time, please, and thank you? What is a general message for Janine at this time, please, and thank you? General message for Janine at this time. Thank you. I'm so thankful and grateful for all you who've chosen to support my channel with your monthly membership. And I love giving you your one question answers every time you're on with the live with me. The Knight of Wands flipped out for you in reverse, Janine. So the Knight of Wands is very much a think first and act first and think later. And right here, they're saying think first and act later. They want you to take time to process a decision or opportunity, because here they want you to make sure you're in alignment with the choice that you're making. Are you doing it because you want to do it? Or are you doing it because somebody else wants you to do it? Are you doing it because of what the perception will be of you if you don't do it? What is your reason why you're about to do what you want to do? Make sure you're in alignment with the choice before you take the action. If you're not in alignment, the best thing you can do is stall. Do not be pressured into taking a choice. If it feels like you're being pressured into taking a choice, demand time for yourself to sit with it and find your point of alignment first, then take action. This will be most beneficial for you. That's what I have for you. Let's get into the yes or no for everyone present. You're very welcome, Interstellar Frequency. I do appreciate all of you. I've noticed how some of you, you get your membership, you might take it off for a minute, but I'm always so excited and delighted every time I see that you've come back to have your membership again. I'm so grateful. Yes. And I think our longest running membership is Liza. If I'm not mistaken, Eliza Smith has the longest running membership. And I'm so grateful for your consistent monthly support. It's a great way to, not only support this channel, but I want you to know that every dollar you donate, everything you contribute to the channel, the gifts that you send me from my Amazon wish list, the readings that you purchase, the nails that you get done with me, all of those things are lending to your own prosperity. The way my energy is set up, whatever you give to me is going to multiply and return to you. I'll receive the benefit of it, even if you gave it to me, which none of you do. In a dark energy, I'll receive the benefit always in love. And whatever you give to me returns to you multiplied. So it's not just good for me, it's good for you as well. Even on the Wisdom app, even if all you're giving is just the little the listens and the emojis, that's fine. But if you feel motivated to donate or to reach out for a personal, I'm definitely available for you. And it's good for you on so many levels, as well as beneficial to me too. It's a reciprocal energy here, and that's just the way I have the energy set up on the channel. Just so you know, any purchase, any donation that I ever receive, it's always been that way. It's like I receive everything that they give me in love, and may it return to them multiplied on the wings of grace with ease and flow in beautiful ways. So, well, for the yes or no, we're starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, the seventh card says yes. OMG. This is gorgeous what I'm seeing, you guys. Okay, so yes is the truth with the Ace of Swords. 4 of Coins. Your heart, somebody's heart is going through changes. They're questioning themselves. Is this love that I'm feeling? They're going to know that it's love. They come in as a King of Coins. Boom. Here you are as a Queen of Coins. We have a match set. And underneath that Queen of Coins, I can't help but see the 9 of Cups. So for somebody, that's your experience. But overall, all of you asked a yes or no question. The answer for you is yes, no matter what your question was. Spirit was involved in the way you formed the question to make sure you got your answer. If that's not satisfying and confirming enough for you, go ahead and purchase your TikTok. My reading started only $10. A quick TikTok reading, $10. One question. It could be a yes or no or a specific question, and I will get you an answer, and we'll get that done for you right away. If one quick question is not enough, you can purchase it in slots of time. And as you see, I like to talk fast so that we could get as much information out as quickly as possible and give you the full value for your time. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a very generous spirit. So usually when you end up purchasing time, I give you more than what you've purchased, because I want to make sure that I feel good about what I'm giving, and I want to make sure that I get my messages out complete to you. So this is what I have for you all today. I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for being you wherever you're at in the world. Together we form this collective consciousness of love and peace and happiness. Try it. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. you. The golden thread that shines all the way through. Are you singing with me? Called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. 감사합니다. Gracias. Little bit. That's all, folks. Peace. And I'm out. Mwah.